Viksit Bharat 2047 or Vision India 2047, mere dream or sure success. Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to analyze Prime Minister Modi's vision for India in the year 2047. Can we actually make it happen or is it just a dream? He is aiming for India to be one of the top 3 developed nations by the year 2047. Now, some people have raised doubts about whether this vision is achievable. Currently India's economy is at $3.4 trillion and we want to reach the level of $30 trillion by 2047. That is a massive leap, isn't it? So, we are going to discuss about whether that is realistic or not without any bias. Stick around till the end and share your thoughts in the comment section. Now, let us talk about India's Vision 2047, also known as Viksit Bharat 2047. It's basically a plan for where India wants to be in the next few decades. We are aiming for a future where everyone can do well, no matter their background. It is not just about making money, but also about taking care of our environment, dealing with social issues, and getting along with other nations. In this vision, we want India to be strong economically and also be a leader in new ideas, different cultures, and their leadership. We are counting on our young people and new technologies to help make this happen along with working together with other countries. But here is the thing, it is not just up to the government. We all need to be pitching. Business, communities, every one of us. Together, we can make India's Vision 2047 a reality. India's Vision 2047 comprises ambitious goals. It targeted to achieve a robust 30 trillion US dollar economy with a per capita income of 18,000 to 20,000 US dollar per annum. It is almost around 16 lakh rupees. The vision aims to establish high quality infrastructure facilities in both rural and urban areas for universal accessibility. It wants to reduce the government interference through digital governance for enhanced efficiency, nurturing industry leaders with indigenous innovation and global competitiveness, achieving self-reliance in vital sectors like defense and space for national security, promoting sustainable development through green growth initiatives and global climate action for empowering youth through education and skill development. The research and development activities are the key for the development of any economy. The Vision 2047 plans to establish high quality labs with the partnership of top 10 international organizations for leading India towards prosperity. Let us look where India stands currently. As of now, India is the 5th largest economy globally in nominal terms and 3rd largest in purchasing power parity terms. In the year 2022, India achieved a significant milestone by surpassing both UK and France in terms of GDP. Looking ahead, the projections paint a picture of continued growth and ascent. By 2027, it is estimated that India's GDP will cross the 5 trillion US dollar mark, positioning it as the 3rd largest economy globally. Furthermore, by the year 2030, India is anticipated to overtake both Japan and Germany in terms of its economic size. Now let us talk about numbers. According to the S&P organization, India's nominal GDP is projected to rise from 3.4 trillion US dollar to 7.3 trillion US dollar by the year 2030. These figures underscore the immense potential and competitiveness lie ahead for India's economic landscape. But it is not just about economic growth. India is also making significant strides in social indicators. By the year 2047, the average life expectancy is expected to rise to 71.8 years and the literacy rate is projected to reach by 89.8%. These advancements highlight the holistic development India is striving for. Looking further into the future, the vision is ambitious and yet attainable. India is gearing up to become 30 trillion US dollar economy by 2047 equipped with all the attributes of a developed nation. This include not just economic prosperity but also social progress and sustainability. The journey of India's economy is one of the remarkable growth and promise. India is really stepping up in so many areas. Whenever there is a big international sports event, India sends bunch of athletes and return with only few medals, and the people are celebrated it like crazy. But now it's different. Indian athletes are winning more and more medals. India's space programs are creating history. Missions like Chandrayaan and Aditya are rocking the space. And let's talk about the Indian healthcare system. Compared to the rich countries, India's death rate during the COVID was low, all thanks to Indian public healthcare system. Plus, the health tourism in India is blowing up. People from all over the world come to Indian hospitals for treatment. During the COVID, India not only take care of its citizens with free vaccines, but it even sent them to other needy countries. Almost everyone in India has a bank account now, thanks to the movements like Jan Dhan. India is stepping up to protect the environment, and the Indian education system is getting better and better. I hope you have noticed how many top tech companies have Indian CEOs. That's the proof of the quality education prevailing in India. But it needs to strengthen further, especially in the rural areas. On that note, every village in India now has electricity. India's infrastructure is getting better and it's making huge difference in rural areas. And let's not forget about the digital stuff. India is rocking in this area too. UPI payments, you can do those anywhere, even with small street vendors. Indian leaders are getting huge respect on the world stage because of all this growth and strong leadership. And trust me, this is just the beginning of India's progress. India is on track to crush the goals of Viksit Bharat by 2047. India's GDP growth projections offer optimism for reaching the goal of becoming a $30 trillion economy by 2047. Despite a minor setback during the periods of COVID-19 pandemic, India's GDP has shown steady growth over the period mentioned in the graph, that is 1998 to 2022. This picture clearly indicates that the growth rate has remained relatively constant, averaging around 6.5% annually, indicating a stable economic trajectory. According to the trend line and its projections, India stands to achieve its $30 trillion economy target by the year 2047, but it is not an easy task. India should maintain this level of economic growth in the coming years with strong and stable leadership. Let's see what are the steps India needs to concentrate on its economy to reach the status of one among the top 3 developed nations in the world. Innovation is the lifeblood of economic development. By creating suitable environment that encourages collaboration, facilitates access to data, and nurtures talent, we can unlock immense potential of the available data to solve complex challenges and drive progress. At the same time, we need to collect and update the data in regular interval is very much essential, which will help in analyzing and monitoring the economic development on regular basis. This will also help India to create better environment for entrepreneurship and to take appropriate changes in its policy from time to time. Balancing innovation with individual rights and security is much important. India needs to strengthen the existing regulations, provide a better data protection with transparency. India can build trust in the economy and ensure its sustainable growth. Indian economy cannot thrive without an empowered and digitally literate population. By investing in education and training programs, we can bridge the digital divide, unlock individual potential, and ensure inclusive participation in the data-driven future. Dear friends, from the discussions, we can say that India is marching towards its Vision 2047. We can be more optimistic in this aspect. With the current growth rate and economic development, becoming a developed nation during India's 100th years of independence is not a dream. Indian Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi's dream of making India as a developed nation will be a realistic one even before the year 2047. At the same time, it is not a cakewalk. It is full of challenges. It requires more efforts and changes in various aspects, including its fiscal policy. Improved research and development and diversification of industrial activities are essential for the development of any economy. All the developed nations are developed due to the diversification of activities. India needs to strengthen its public sector enterprises and encourage them to involve in the diversification of their activities. It will support the government to curb the inflation rate. More encouragements are needed for startups, especially in the field of import substitution. Make in India scheme to be promoted further. It is a very important scheme. India requires to concentrate in the area of cooperative farming. Agriculture sector must be more profitable one. Agriculture sector need more attention and encouragement because Indian agriculture sector contributes a lion's share of the total employment in India. While encouraging foreign direct investment, it must be very careful in permitting it in the fields of banking and insurance sector. Controlling inflation and public debt require more priority. With this, I would like to conclude this part. In the second part, we can discuss about the status of sectoral growth and challenges in front of the Indian economic development. We are also going to discuss what more to be needed to achieve this mammoth task. Dear friends, thank you for listening and support this channel. Kindly take a moment to share your thoughts in the comment section and share this with your near and dear. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Let us meet in the second part with more details on Viksit Bharat 2047. Jai Hind.